Oh, hello there. This hour on Verbling, the next in my Business Basics class. This is the class where you develop your communication skills in different kinds of business situations. We'll work on key phrases, vocabulary, and maybe even some strategies for dealing with different kinds of business situations you may encounter. You don't have to be a business owner to participate in the class, okay? But we will be looking at English. Really, it's about communicating in a business situation. Today we're going to play a little game called Corridor Conversations, which is actually part 2 of Monday's class. We worked on some key phrases. We'll do a quick review of those, and we'll jump right into our game in just a minute. Just a quick introduction. I'm going to shorten it today. If you click on my name anywhere on the Verbling website, it'll take you here to my profile. Click follow on the left to be able to communicate with me in the Verbling chat window. And on the right, you can book now for a private tutoring session, or you can buy a package, and I'll work with you on a personalized learning program to help get you to your goals. All of that's about me. So all of that and more coming up now. Let me show you where we were. In the last class, we practiced talking about our likes and dislikes, particularly. And what we did is we listened to a conversation between two people who were on, one is on a work placement, and the other one is kind of a boss, temporary boss. A work placement is like an internship, basically. So we learned a lot of expressions. We're going to do a little review of those first, and then we're going to use them to play the game, Corridor Conversations, where you're going to be talking about what you do outside of work, which is a great socializing skill when you're at work. So it is business English. Let's see who's out there. First, I saw Mr. Vincent. Hello, Vincent. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Very good. Ms. Lena, welcome back from yesterday. How are you?
I'm great, thank you.
Excellent. Mr. Edson, welcome back. How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
Fantastic. Now, let's see. There's a few other faces. Oh, Claudio, welcome back from last hour, of course. Welcome back, Claudio.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, good. Now, let's see. There's two people here which may be new. So we've got Danilo. Hello, Danilo. How are you?
Hello, I'm fine, thanks.
Let's see. Danilo. Now, I've had a Danilo in the past, but I don't know if it's you.
Yeah, it's me.
It's you. Okay. Remind me where you're from, because I don't think I've seen you in a while.
I'm from Brazil.
From Brazil. But how come you spell your name with two L's and not one L?
Yeah, it's two L's, but it's the same meaning of the one. The same pronunciation. It's Danilo.
Danilo. But why two L's? Why do you spell it with two L's?
Actually, I don't know. I think my mom and my dad, they thought it was prettier than just one L.
It is.
So,
it's much prettier. Yeah. I agree with it. I agree. Okay. Let's see who else is out there. We have Anna S. with her cappuccino. Hello, Anna. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How about you?
Did you make that cappuccino yourself?
No, I took this picture in a cafe.
It's a very, very nice cappuccino.
Yes,
very nice.
It's very nice cappuccino, exactly.
it's not a Starbucks cappuccino.
No, it's not a Starbucks. That was that was in a small cafe.
Very nice, very nice. And let me see. You're still a music teacher, aren't you?
Sorry.
Because I had an Anna S before, but I don't know if you're the same Anna S that I had before.
This is my first class with you, to be honest.
Oh, you're a different Anna S. That's interesting. Interesting. Where are you from?
I'm from Poland.
Ah, okay. The other Anna S was Russian, so it's a different Anna S. Okay, got it. Very good. So let me just. Wait, my computer is running out of battery. Hold on a second. There we go. Oh, and V, of course. Hello, V. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing great, thank you. How are you?
I'm pretty good. Okay, let's start. A lot of you weren't here in the other class, so we're going to start with a little review. Now, in the last class, you had to listen to someone on a work placement. Lena just remind us what a work placement is. What does that mean?
A work placement can be referred as an internship, or for
Right.
example, a company located in the home country can send an employee to other country to gather experience or to work on a project, for example, for 6 months or for some period of time.
Sounds like a pretty good definition to me. And sometimes you'll hear it referred to as a traineeship. Could also be referred to as that. Internship, particularly if you're in school. Traineeship if you're learning some particular skill. Or a work placement. That means that you're doing the same thing, but you're already employed. Okay? We heard Mirello from Brazil and her boss, this guy Leaf. We listened for the general idea here. We read through it once ourselves just to get a sense of the key vocabulary that we needed. And then I asked you to fill in the missing words from the questions and try to answer as Mirello. So that was basically how we got these key expressions in your head. I'll go over the key expressions in a second. But first, and then we looked specifically at some expressions like keen on, crazy about, interested in, and fond of. Okay. We have a master list of those expressions and a few others here on slide 12. And if you want a copy of the material, there's going to be 2 presentations. I'm going to call this presentation 1. It's here. If you want a copy of this, you can always cheat by going here and looking at how we talk about likes and dislikes. But first, I want us to do a little review, and for some of you, you'll be learning this stuff for the first time. We're going to work with a partner. You're going to partner up with someone from class right now. You're going to talk about your likes or dislikes. If you were in class, then you heard Mirella talking about her likes and dislikes yesterday. No, sorry, Monday. If you weren't here, that's okay. We'll do it together, and we'll use this handy table. Talk about things you like or dislike and about your interests using this table. Notice it's in 4 columns. I'm or I'm not is column 1. Optionally, you can say really in column 2. Then you've got your adjectives, interested in, fond of, keen on, crazy about, column 3. And then you've got your topics, area of work, city, subject, activity, and more. For example, I'm really interested in marketing. So I've picked 1 word from each of those columns to make that statement. Okay, so we're going to have a limited conversation of 4 lines. Hey, what are you interested in, or what do you like? You're going to ask a question. The person's going to answer using this schema, this table, and then you have a chance to follow up with a showing interest. Let's give it a try. Let's see. Lena, were you in yesterday's class? I can't remember now. I think you were. Monday's class.
On Monday's class, yes, I was.
Okay.
I had a nice conversation with V.
With V, right. Okay. Let's do a little demonstration for everyone else, okay? I could ask you, so, Lena, tell me a bit about about your likes and dislikes outside of work. Using the table, you could respond how?
I'm interested. I'm really interested in finance.
In finance. Oh, you mean outside of work or in work?
Yes, outside of work, I just read newspapers and some blogs related to the topic. I think it's fascinating.
Wow. So there's my response. Wow. How interesting.
Yeah, it is.
That's the end of our conversation. It's going to be very short. And so if I show interest, I'll put a key expression for you. I said, how interesting. I could say, hey, who knew? I could say, Wow. That's fascinating. Okay? I've given you 3 things you could say already. As I hear more, or if I come up with others, I'm going to put them in the chat window. So the 4th sentence can be one of these expressions or another expression to show interest. Okay? So, let's start with your old partner. You're asking V, Lena. Remember, you only get 4 lines each. It's going to go really fast, and we're going to go around the room. So, first, Lena and V. Lena, you're asking V.
Hi, V. How are you?
Hi, Lena. I'm good. Nice to see you again.
Yes, the same here. What sort of things do you like doing in your leisure time?
Yeah, I'm fond of listening to music and watching movies. What about you?
Wow, that's fascinating. What kind of music do you...
Time's up. We have to keep it short. That's fascinating is a good response. Very good, very good. V, you and Vincent. By the way, Lena, that was a good question. You said, what sorts of things, I think, what sorts of things?
Of music.
No, the first question, what sorts of things
The first one, what sort of things do you like doing in your leisure time? Actually, it was a line from our Mondays class.
Your leisure time, but it's a good line. It's a good one. Okay, so I'm going to put that in the chat window. That's a good question we can use. V, you can use that question or another to start the conversation. By the way, if you're the one starting the conversation, imagine that you're the manager in the department, and the person you're speaking to is on a work placement and is there temporarily. You're trying to figure out how to keep this person interested in the place, in the culture where they are. Okay, you're trying to figure out what their interests are. Take it away, V and Vincent.
Yeah. Hello, Vincent.
Hello.
How did you do?
I'm fine, thanks.
Yeah. How is your life in this new country? Do you like it?
How about this one, V? Let me give you a suggestion. How are you? Do you remember that thing we did on Monday about the family, about the accommodation? How are you blank the family? Remember that key word? How are you blank the family? She's asking whether the guy likes or doesn't like the family on Monday.
Yeah. How do you find the culture?
Good. How are you finding?
Yeah. How are you finding the? Yeah.
Good. So you could use that to ask your question to Vincent. How are you finding what?
How are you finding life here?
What?
Your new life here.
Good, Vincent. How are you finding your new life here?
Sorry, I'm not sure to understand the question.
How are you finding your new life here? That means, do you like your life here in this new place you're visiting?
Yes, it's a good place. I'm really happy.
I'm finding it. Give me an adjective. I'm finding it. Give me an adjective, Vincent. I'm finding it how?
Yeah, but what does it mean? How are you finding?
It means, do you like? Just that. Do you like? How are you finding it? Is do you like it?
Okay.
So, but you got to use. You can use a descriptive word. I'm finding it interesting. I'm finding it slow. I'm finding it fast-paced. I'm finding it agreeable. I'm finding it disagreeable.
But so, we are talking about what we are talking about my place, about my activity.
Yeah, about your leisure time in this new place. You're on a work placement.
In my workplace.
In your no. You're on a work placement. On Monday, we listened to a dialogue with a person who is on a work placement. What's a work placement, Vincent?
Work placement? Sorry, I don't know this.
Lena, Lena gave us a definition. She said it's like an internship.
Yeah, it's not only an internship. It's, for example, if you are located in your homeland and you work for a big company or middle-sized company, then your company decides to send you to a branch in other company. For example, you're located in Brazil and they send you to USA for example, for 6 months. And then during this time you work there on a project, or just you learn the people there, new stuff, or you just you will be taught there, and then just you come back home to Brazil.
Okay, it's kind of internship?
Kind of, yeah.
Kind of, okay.
The difference is that you might do it through your company rather than through your school. That's the difference.
Okay.
Okay, so what we're doing is we're practicing using this table, but the scenario is the same as Monday. You're talking to your manager, and you're on a work placement. V is your manager, and you are in whatever city you like. You just invent one. It doesn't matter. Think about a place that you visited, okay? So V is asking you, how are you finding life here? How are you finding the place? And you say, I'm finding it how?
Okay, so I like very much this city. It's a very nice city.
I'm finding it nice.
I'm finding it nice.
Yeah, okay. And then V says...
Hey, who knew?
She's asking you about likes and dislikes now.
So I mean, my response to his answer, I want to express my agreement, so I say, hey, who knew? Is that right? Or how interesting?
No, because he's not surprising you, really. That's if you're surprised. It's kind of a joke. So he's not surprising you. He says, I'm finding it nice. I like it here. And so you can react normally. You would say,
oh, cool.
Cool.
I'm glad. Yeah, cool. I'm glad you find it nice.
Okay. Ask him about his likes and dislikes.
So what do you like to do in your free time, Vincent?
Oh, I'm really crazy about tennis.
Oh, so I guess you must have a very build-up body. Is that right? Build-up body.
That sounds like sexual discrimination to me, V. I don't know. Vincent, is she making you uncomfortable? She's saying, so you must be built. V, let's say it like this. It would sound better to say, so you must be in good shape.
Yeah. So you must be in good shape.
Yes, pretty good shape. Yeah, I'm quite sporty. So yeah, in a good shape. Yeah.
Okay, very good.
That's fascinating. Yeah.
Okay, we got to keep the dialogue a little bit short. Okay, the problem there is you can't mention the word body. That's crossing a line. It would sound a little too, I don't know, it sounds too suggestive. But you can say you're in good shape, you're in good health, you're active. Oh, you must be in good shape if you play tennis. Okay? Just so you know, it might not be acceptable to say you have a built-up body. It sounds like you want to see a selfie or something. Okay, Vincent, and we're going to go with Vincent and Danilo. Vincent, you're now the manager. You're gonna greet Danilo, and you're also going to try to figure out his likes and dislikes. You're also going to react in a natural way to what he says. Danilo, you are on a work placement for 6 months, and your manager is Danilo, trying to make you comfortable in your new environment. Okay?
Got it.
Got it. Okay, Vincent, where do you live? You're in Paris, aren't you? I can't remember.
Strasbourg.
Strasbourg. So Danilo is visiting your company in Strasbourg. Let's be clear about that. Okay, he's from Brazil. He's visiting you in Strasbourg. Take it away, Vincent.
Okay, hi Danilo. How are you?
Hello, I'm fine, thanks.
I'm very glad to see you in my city. Um, what do you do in your spare time in this city, Adele?
Good question. What do you do in your spare time? Good question.
Actually, I visited some museums and some restaurants that I've like knew, and I think it was incredible.
Say that one more time, but use the table to help you. I'm really, I'm not really.
Okay, but actually, I'm really interested in visiting museums.
Fantastic. Do you have a suggestion for him, Vincent?
Okay.
Actually, yes. There is a museum there that it's about the um, like the old centuries ago, that it's about the Medium Age, and
Middle
it was,
Ages, yeah, Middle
yeah,
Ages.
Middle Ages, and it was really fun,
Oh,
really interesting.
fine. It's very interesting. So you are very interesting about history.
Interesting
Yeah,
or interested, Vincent?
Interested. You are very interested about history.
yeah. Actually, I am like, I would like to read and like visiting museums to know more about history, and history is about older decades and centuries ago.
Is there something else he could do in Strasbourg that you could suggest for him, Vincent?
Sorry?
What could he do in Strasbourg if he has those interests?
Other thing about museum?
Oh, he's interested in history. What could he do in Strasbourg?
Sorry, I don't understand.
Suggest something for him to do in Strasbourg.
Strasbourg. You can visit Strasbourg. Yeah, there is a lot of beautiful place in Strasbourg. So you can just walk in the city, just roam in the street, and yeah, enjoy because there is a lot of shops. So you can do shopping window, for example, for instance.
Window shopping.
Window shopping.
Danilo, I want you to react to window shopping. You can say, I am really or I'm not really interested, fond of, keen on. How do you feel about window shopping?
Yeah, actually, I'm really interested in visiting these shoppings, but like I'd rather spend my time with museums and things like that.
Say that again, Danilo, but this time use I'm not about window
Ah,
shopping.
okay. So I'm not really interested in window shopping because I'd rather to visit in museums and another places for tourism and things like
Very
that.
good. So you could use the negative. I'm not really interested in window shopping. I'd rather visit, not to visit. I'd rather visit. Danilo. Not I'd rather to visit. I'd rather visit.
Okay. I'd rather visit.
That's it. Excellent. Okay, let's try one more, and then we're going to play our game. So this is just to get you used to key expressions and those kind of adjectives like fond of, keen on, crazy about. Danilo, you're now the boss. Where do you live in Brazil? What city are you in?
I'm living in Campina Grande. It's a small city in the northeast.
Campina Grande?
Grande.
Grande.
Yeah, that's it.
It's a small city where?
In the northeast from Brazil.
In the northeast. Okay, in the
Yeah.
northeast. Got it. So up there at the top.
Yeah, yeah.
Anna S., you are now in Brazil. Did you know that? Anna, you're in Brazil now.
Wow, that's my first time in Brazil.
Exactly. Your boss, you're on a work placement for 6 months. Your boss, Danilo, wants to make you comfortable in this place. So he's going to greet you. He's going to ask you about your likes and dislikes. Okay? We're going to have a short conversation like you just heard. Danilo, take it away.
Okay. Hello, Anna. How are you?
Hello, Danilo. I'm fine, thank you.
I'm good. And how about your visit in Brazil?
How are you finding Try it like that. How are you finding, Danilo? How are you finding?
Okay.
That means do you
How?
like?
Okay. How are you finding visiting here in Brazil? Did you like here so far?
Good, very good.
Oh yes, it's it's so interesting and fascinating for me because life here is so different than life in Europe. So everything is very interesting for me.
Oh, cool. So yeah, I think here is a little different from Europe, mainly the climate because here it's really hot. By the
Yes.
way, have you visited some beaches here?
Ask her about her likes and dislikes. Ask her about her likes and
Okay.
dislikes. We got to get her to use the table.
Uh, and like, do you like the food, the Brazilian food?
Good.
Yes, I do. I'm really fond of Brazilian food.
Good. Very good.
Yeah, and the climate as well. I love hot weather here very much.
Just like Poland, right?
Yeah, exactly.
All those beaches and yeah.
Yeah.
All right, actually, let's stop here. So I wanted you all to get a chance to see the structure of the sentence and these kind of expressions. But now I'm going to turn it over to a little fast-paced game. Take a look. And here's how it's going to work. Now, I'm going to give you each a marker. As I read the directions here, you're going to see that colors are kind of important in this game. So actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a game board on the screen with your own marker. Let me see if I can quickly. I bookmarked this, I think. Did I bookmark this? Oh, maybe I. Oh, here it is. Yeah, here it is. I'm going to open the game board on a second. You need permission? What do you mean I need permission? It's my own computer. Oh, no. Oh, I didn't give myself permission to go to my own game. I can't believe it. Uh-oh. Let me see how I can do this. Okay, I'm going to open a second browser and sign in my other account. That's how I'll do this. Okay, so you're going to see an actual marker that I'm going to move around the screen, and we'll play the game like this. Colors are important. So I'm going to assign you each a color, and the colors of the squares are important, and you're going to be reusing the key expressions that you've just learned, or the ones that you're learning now. Let me just quickly sign into my Drive account so I can show you the board that I want you to use. Give me just a second. Actually, it's going to take a second. So while we're waiting for that, let me go over the rules. Okay. Work in small groups. Forget about that. We're going to work as a team. Whole class. Each player places a counter. That's like a little piece that you move around the game board. And you're going to be having a card or conversation where you talk about your likes and dislikes. Each player places a counter on the start, the start square. Take turns to roll. It says roll a dice. That's a mistake. It should say to roll a die. 1 die, 2 dice. Just like 1 mouse, 2 mice. So it should say to roll a die and move to another square. And you're going to see the die on the screen in a second. I'm going to use my space dice, which you'll see here. Let me load those up on the screen as well. I have to go to my games folder. Give me a second. Space dice. There they are. You'll see a pair of dice floating in space in just a second. Is it working? Yeah, there we go. It's loading now. Go. There we go. So we're going to roll these dice to give you your number, like this on screen. Okay? Now, let's look at the colors. Green squares. Ask all players a question using the phrase that you're given. Everyone. So you've got to use the phrase and you've got to adapt it to different players. If you land on a blue square, you're going to move to the nearest square another player is on and ask that player a key question. If you land on a pink square, a player talks to another player. A player talks to one other player. So if you land on the pink, it's easier to move forward in the game. Purple square, you have to follow the instructions. You're going to have to do something. The player who lands on end, which I believe is square 16, is going to be the winner. The game board looks like this. Take a look, everyone. If you can't see the game board really well, then I'll give you a link which you can open on your computer. Sometimes a little bit hard to see. If you want to open it up just to read what's on the square, you can use this link that I'm giving you right now. Okay? But you'll notice that if I show you the presentation, you can't see where you are on the board. We're going to solve that problem like this. I'm going to keep the instructions here. What I'm going to do is I am going to open a second page, which you'll see in just a second. I'm going to share my screen with you right here. See if it works. Okay, so I'm going to give each of you a color, and each of you are going to get a marker. Vincent, what color are you going to be? Give me a color.
Red. It's a red one.
Going to be red. Going to be red. I'm going to put a V for Vincent. Okay. V, what color are you?
Maybe blue.
Light blue or dark blue?
Dark blue.
Dark blue. I'm going to put a V for V. So one V is a Vincent, a VI is a V. Lena, give me a color.
I pick green.
Green. I'm going to put an L for Lena. And we know that Lena is green. Danilo, give me a color.
Yellow.
Yellow. Let's put a D for Danilo. And Anna, give me a color. You got two left.
Violet?
Violet. Okay. You could say violet or purple, either way. I'm going to call that purple rather than violet. Okay? I'm going to put an A for Anna. And this one is going to be nobody. And let's see. You all have an equal chance. Let me see if I can move this game board. Oh, I don't have permission. That's the problem. Let me see if I can. I don't want to open two different browsers. I'm afraid my computer is going to crash. Let me see if I can give myself permission. Maybe I can put this in Chrome. I'm a little bit afraid my computer is going to crash in the middle of my game. Let me see if I can do this quickly. If I can, I can close Firefox and we won't. Yeah, looks like it worked. Good. Let me close Firefox then. Let me go back to my screen sharing and we are good to go. Give me a second, I'll put it back on the screen. Okay, there we go. Okay. So now, remember, you're going to have a corridor conversation, and that means you're going to be using the structure and those adjectives that you learned and used a moment ago. And if you need help with the instructions, need help, I'll prompt you and I'll help you to tell you what the different colors mean. Let's give it a try. Let's try it. Corridor conversations. What is a corridor, everyone? Where would you find a corridor in your company? It's called Corridor Conversations. What does that mean? What's a corridor? Anyone?
Maybe it's a place where we have like small talks, for example, during breaks or something.
That's exactly right. Corridor is the same as hallway, and in the hallway you might have you might have some small talk, right? You might have a little exchange with people, and maybe you're doing that on the way to the bathroom or on the way to the coffee room or back to the office, out there in the hallway. Okay, let's see. Vincent, I'm rolling you first.
Okay.
It says 5. Let's see if we can move Vincent. V for Vincent. You're over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. You landed on a blue square, and as I said earlier, blue squares mean that you have to move to the nearest square another player is on and ask, is that blue? You know what? I can't tell if it's blue or green. Let me look again.
I think it's green.
It's green, yeah.
Yeah.
Vincent, you have to ask all the players a question using the phrase in that square. And if you successfully do that, you will move forward. Okay, Vincent?
I didn't understand the last of your sentence because it was some interference.
The phrase is, how do you find?
How do you find? Okay. So, how do you find the city? Where do you live?
Who are you speaking to?
About all the players or just one player? I have to choose?
It says all the players, but I'll tell you what. For the first time, just pick one. Pick a lucky player.
Okay, maybe V?
V. Okay, what's your question, Vincent?
Okay, so how do you find the city where you are living?
Yeah, it's really fabulous, and I feel lucky to live here.
How do you find the city where you are living? Okay, good. Did he ask the question correctly, V?
Yes,
He
he
did.
did.
Vincent, I'm gonna let you roll again. It's gonna be someone else's turn, but we're gonna move you forward. Let's see how far you go. 5. Oh my God, that can't be right. You know what? I think we're just gonna move forward 1, or else Vincent's gonna be finished the game in 2 rolls. You're gonna move forward to 6. Okay, so when it's your turn again, you're gonna be asking everyone that phrase. Okay?
Wow.
V went next. Let's see how V starts. We're going to roll the dice for V. V gets a 1. Oh, the game doesn't like you, V. It's moving you forward 1. V, can you see your expression? What do you have to ask?
Can I ask Lena? Lena, do you like going shopping?
Yes, I'm crazy about going shopping. I think it's the same with you.
Yeah, same here.
Okay, a nice short card to conversation. That was successful. Do you like going shopping? I particularly like that you used the gerund. Do you like going? Very good, very good. Oh, so V, that was successful, so you're going to move forward. We're going to move you forward to square 3 for your next turn. Okay, that's how I'm going to do this one. Lena, she chose you. Let's roll the dice. Let's see where you're going to start off. 5 for Lena. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did I do that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait. No. I did that. Unless I put him on the 5th square when I rolled 5. So I'm going to put you on the 5th square too. Lena, pick a lucky player.
I should ask a question of how do you find?
Yep. And you've got 2 people. You've got Anna and you've got Danila to choose from. They haven't gone
Okay,
yet.
then I choose Anna.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Hello, Anna. How do you find studying on Verbling?
How do you find study? Say again one more time. Lena, one more time. I didn't catch it.
How do you find learning or studying on Verbling?
Okay, good. Little
Well-
part of conversation.
I'm really crazy about it, especially that I can join classes whenever I have time because it is 24 hours available. So, very good.
24/7. That's what we say. It's
24/7, yeah,
It's
exactly.
24/7. Okay, that was a successful question. And again, how do you like learning? How do you find learning? I missed the word find. Oh, sorry. How do you find learning on Verbling? Sorry, I made a little typo there. Okay, so that means we're going to move you forward for your next turn, V. No, Lena. Lena, you and Vincent are on the same square. Let me move you forward. Okay, and now we're going to roll for Anna. See where you start off, Anna. You are going to be on 3. Let's move you forward, Anna, to 3. Now, you're on a pink square. That means when you arrive at a pink square, a player talks to one other player. Okay, I think you should choose Danilo because he hasn't gone yet.
Yeah, of course. So check another player's telephone number. Okay. Hi, Danilo.
Hello.
I think we had a really nice conversation. Would you like to give me your telephone number?
Wow. Hey, Danilo. Wow.
For sure. My number.
Don't give her your real number because the entire internet is watching you, Danilo. Okay.
Okay, no problem. My number is 566-134-990.
Let's see if she understood.
Yeah, I understood. But I don't remember, but I understood that there was 5600, something like that.
Oh no, she didn't get your number, Danilo. Oh no.
Okay.
But it's
One more
recorded,
time.
so I will check. I will check.
I want to hear it one more time. Now, one thing you can do, Danilo, is that if you have a double number, you can say double, like
Okay.
007. Say it one more time,
Okay.
Anna. I want you to say the number back. Let's see if he can transmit his number clearly. Danilo, one more time.
Okay. I will create another number.
Another number? Why? What's wrong with the one
Yeah.
you said?
I just forgot.
You said 566-134-990. That's what you said.
Oh my gosh. 936 936 844 900.
Very good. Anna, say it back to me.
Okay, so Danilo's number is 936-844-900.
Yeah, that's right.
Fantastic. A successful exchange of numbers. Wow. Maybe a burgeoning romance in the game. Who knows? Danilo, let's move you forward. We're going to roll you up. And you get a 1. I think these dice are rigged. Keep getting these numbers. Do you like? Okay, Danilo, you pick anybody you like in the class. We don't have to go in any particular order. We're all equal now. Now, here you're going to be strategic, Danilo. You need to get to the last square as fast as possible. So you might want to be strategic and knock out those people that are ahead of you. Okay? Pick a person.
Okay, I'll take V.
V, go for it.
Yeah.
A
So,
short corridor conversation using that expression, Danilo.
okay, do you like rock or do you like listen rock or do you like listen pop music?
Yeah, I think I like both of them, but listening to each type depends on my mood. When I'm sad, I listen to rock, but when I feel happy, pop is very good for my entertainment.
It depends on your mood. Is that it?
Yeah.
Depends on her mood. Danilo, you said, do you like listen rock or pop? Right? That was your question?
Yeah, that's it.
Class, did you catch the mistake?
Yes.
What's the mistake you made?
Do you like to listen or do you like
Listen.
listening?
Listening. Do you like listening? Do you like listening to, not to listen? Do you
Yeah.
like listening to? So I'm going to change it in the chat window. Do you like listening 2, rock or pop. So after like, the gerund would sound best. Or you could say, do you like to listen to rock or pop? But that doesn't sound quite as good. But you cannot say, do you like listen? So Danilo, you're going to stay on square number 2 for this round, for the next round. Okay? So remember, like plus gerund. V, he called on you. Now, you're going to try to get way ahead of the pack, V. What do you have to do? You're in a green square. What do you have to do?
No, not green. This is purple.
V is on a purple square. Right.
Yeah.
You gotta knock out Vincent and Lena because they're way ahead of everyone.
Purple. Purple. So what can I do? You make a useful contact. Have another go. I don't get it. Can you explain?
You make a useful contact. Have another go. Oh, you get to move forward, V. You get to move forward. Oh, look at that. You move. Whoops. You move forward because you made a useful contact. Ooh. Have another go. You are now on square number 4, V. You have another go. Lucky girl.
Yeah. So now I should check another player's telephone number, right?
Go for it.
Okay.
Now, whoever you call on is going to be the next to go. So you have to decide strategically who you want to call on next.
Vincent.
Yes.
Do you mind if I ask your telephone number?
Lucky day for
Yes,
Vincent.
of course.
After all,
Okay,
he's in
so
good
now-
shape. He's really built.
Yes.
Yeah. He's got
Yeah.
those muscular
Good guy,
forearms.
good guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a thing on you.
He's got a thing. She got a thing for tennis players, Vincent. You're very lucky. Very lucky. Go for it.
Okay, so maybe I'm gonna find something simple. So my phone number is 900-888888.
900-8888.
And 88.
And another 88.
Wow. I'm counting 6 8s. Did I get that right, Vincent?
Yeah, exactly.
Fantastic. Fantastic. V, I want you to read the number back, and I want you to use the word double 3 times in that number because there's 3 opportunities where you can say double. Read it back to us.
900
Good.
8888.
888888. No, that's not right because there's only 6 8s. Vincent, you try. You'll notice that
8, but
there's-
I say 88 3 times. So it's right. 88 3 times. It means 6 8.
there are 6 8s, so you'd
Yeah.
say 8888. Hold on.
88. Yeah.
Maybe she's right. Hold on. 8888. Oh, she's right. I'm sorry, V. You're right. Yeah. You're right. It's this. Sorry, I was miscounting. I would say that was a successful transaction, but you know what? So V, that means you are now forward. You are now on square 5. Vincent, it is your turn. Be strategic.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask something to Danilo.
Okay.
Okay,
You're
well,
not gonna, very wise. You're not going to put Lena ahead of the pack. Okay, very wise. Go for it.
okay, so what sort of movie do you watch when you are going to cinema?
The movies that I would like to watch it's horror movies and comedy movies and action as well.
All sort of movies, so.
Yeah. Yeah.
Danielle,
Like-
can you say that again, but using one of those key expressions from the table, like I'm really or I'm not really what?
Oh yeah, like I'm really interested in horror movies and comedy movies as well.
Okay, good. And Vincent, your question was, what sort of movies do you like when you're going to the cinema, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, it's a good question. In American English, we don't say the word cinema because that concept doesn't really exist. Cinema is an idea. But it's okay, the question's fine. In British English, we use it. What could we say in American English, Vincent? What could we say?
For another word for cinema in America.
Yeah, because we don't say the word cinema, or we rarely say it.
Okay, so
What do we say?
in America, I don't know.
Well, what's a synonym for cinema? What do you think?
A movie room.
Movies. The movies. The movies. So you have to change your sentence. Instead of saying, what sort of movies do you watch, you'd say, what do you like to see when you go to the movies? What do you like to see when you go to the movies? That would sound even more idiomatic. What do you like to see? Or what do you like seeing is also okay. What do you like to see when you go to the movies? We'd probably ask it like this. Look at the chat window. Okay? So I would say that was pretty successful. So Vincent, you are going to move on to number 7. And Danilo, you're up. Danilo, I'm going to make an executive decision, though, because I don't want to exclude Lena. So I'm going to ask you to address Lena this time.
Okay.
That's nice of you, John Eric.
I'm stepping in as the umpire of the game. I'm stepping in. Okay, so Danilo and Lena. Go ahead, Danilo.
So, like, I need to ask you the same phrase?
Yeah, because you said,
Okay.
do you like listen, and it was incorrect, so I couldn't move you forward. So get it right this time, and we'll hyperspace you somewhere on the board.
Okay. Do you like visiting other countries?
Do you like visiting other countries? Sounds good. Lena.
Yes, I'm keen. I'm keen on traveling. I have traveled a lot, and I hope that I will continue visiting a lot of different countries in the future as well.
Sounds like a successful Cardo conversation. Very good. We move you forward one step, Daniela, and you've just made a useful contact, and you have another go, right? So that means you have another go. So if we have another go, I guess I need to move you forward to here. Check another player's telephone number. I'm getting sick of telephone numbers. I'll tell you what, let's do this, Danilo, because it's enough telephone numbers. I'm going to move you forward one more because I'm the umpire and I can cheat. So for your next round, you're going to be doing the how do you feel. But the game is going to end very soon, so the next round might have to be another day. Lena, you were the last to speak. You're going to ask Anna the final question of today's game. And look at where you are on the board, Lena.
Yeah.
What do you have to ask her?
What sort of things do you like doing when you are not working, Anna?
Good question.
Yeah, I keen on reading the books, especially historical books. I'm really interested in the history.
Reading the books or reading books?
Reading books, yes.
Reading books, very good. Okay, that was pretty successful. That means, Lena, we're moving you up to 7 because the question was successful. Anna, it would be your turn. Unfortunately, we're out of time. Right now, the game is tied between Vincent and Lena. Oh, no, we can't leave it like this. We need a tiebreaker. We need a tiebreaker. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, who's got a tie-breaking question for Lena and Vincent? We need a tie-breaking question to see who comes out triumphant in the end. Does anyone have a tie-breaking question? Any trivia? No? No one? Okay, quickly. Capital of Pennsylvania. Who knows it?
Philadelphia?
5 seconds. Capital of Pennsylvania. 4, 3, 2. Harrisburg is the capital of Pennsylvania. We have no winners.
It's
Oh,
too
no.
complicated.
Capital of New York?
New York?
New York.
5, 4, 3.
Mm,
Albany is the capital of New York. Oh, come on.
Jan Eric, you give to difficult questions.
Because I can only tell you about American states. I can't tell you about any other. I don't know.
I have never been to the USA.
Okay. What's the atomic weight of Einsteinium?
What?
Don't you know your periodic chart? What's the atomic weight of Einsteinium? No? Nobody? Oh, jeez. I can't think of a good tiebreaker.
I would suggest that friendship won. We both won.
You want to vote for it? No, this is a dictatorship, though. I don't know if I can allow that. How do you spell receive? Whoever spells it first is the winner. Spell receive. Don't cheat.
R-E-C-E-I-V-E-D.
Okay, you almost lost it because you said ve, but it's V. Okay, it's E-I. A lot of people spell it I-E. It's E-I. Now, Daniela was first, and he spelled it right. Oh, Vincent spelled it right too. But you guys did say it. That means I think you won the game, Lena, because you said it out loud. You won the game. And you know what you get, Lena? You get a cookie, which I will send to you. Okay? I will email it to you soon. Okay.
Yeah, you told me before, but you forget my cookie.
I changed my mind, V. I changed my mind.
Oh,
Later,
no.
I was like,
So I think that Leonard shouldn't hope too much from John because he forgot his promise.
I do forget, but you know
Yeah,
what?
thank you, V. I will take it. I will keep it in mind.
But
Yeah.
you know what? You know what I can give you? I can give you a little love. Look at the chat window. Can you see that?
No.
It's supposed to be a heart. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, look at that. I sent you a little heart.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
precious for me. Thank you very much.
Anytime. Okay, we've got to stop here. I think that was not a bad game. It was the first time we tried it. A little rough, right? But I think we got it. So we'll be trying that again, and we'll maybe change the topics because I think it's not a bad way to practice the key information. I'll be back tomorrow from 12 to 2 for, I know it's Hot Topics and Grammar Garage. In Grammar Garage, we're going to be doing part 2 of our Tuesday class, looking at reported speech. And Hot Topics, I'll have a brand new topic from The Guardian that we'll be looking at. I don't know which one yet. If there's a particular article that you think is interesting, you can also let me know, and we can do that in our Hot Topics class. Bye for now, everyone. Great job. See you soon. Bye for
Thank you,
now.
John. Bye.
Bye.
Good
See
one.
you.